What up, Flag fam? I'm Nick, this is Coach Mo, and welcome to episode 3 of Around the Turf. We got a big episode ahead of us today, folks. We had our draft, super successful. We had our week 1 games, down the books, and we are ready to talk. Coach Mo, what did you think of the draft?
The draft was amazing, like always. Had a great time hosting with you. You know, there was a lot of surprises in the draft.
A bunch.
We'll get to that a little later, but, you know, especially in most rants, we'll get into that for sure. Mm-hmm. But the draft was super fun. Everybody had a great time. You know, glad the Flag fam got to taste a little bit of the open bar.
Yeah, the open bar is super success.
Oh, my God, that was great. I know me and Nick definitely partaked in that.
Listen, for us hosting the draft, we were getting drinks handed to us the whole draft. It was phenomenal. Also,
You know who was my drink bitch?
who?
Finn.
Finn was the drink bitch. I love it. You know what? Finn works hard behind the scenes, guys. You got to give him a little bit of credit. He really works hard.
Whoa. Don't get on too much.
Okay, yeah. Finn. Yeah.
Don't get it,
Finn. But also, the setup. I love the setup of the draft. It looked great. They had a TV screen running showing former plays from around the previous seasons. They had every single jersey that's ever been a part of our league hung up in the stands.
They did. I was very impressed. You know, the only thing I like that they had us behind the TV.
Yeah,
Man. Nobody could see us. We couldn't interact.
Me and Mo need to shine, guys. That's something that you guys got to understand. We have to shine at the drafts, make us shine. I'm sure in the summer we will.
You know what? That's probably a fucking committee thing.
I'm
they
sure.
Put us there.
I am sure that's a committee thing.
100%.
It definitely is a committee thing. It's always a committee thing, Coach Mo. But anyways, all right, let's go into our off-the-rip ranking. So, guys, we know you'll be seeing this episode after the first games have already been played. Me and Mo made our list before any game was played, so this is coming from before we saw any action happen, and we're going to break down our rankings of teams. So, Coach Mo, how about you lead us off?
All right. This is my rankings after the draft.
Post-draft, preseason.
Preseason, no game seen. I had Pedigo, number 1, you know, defending champs.
Okay.
You know, that's why I gave him that. Baja, I put at 2. They have a solid all-around squad. Mm-hmm. Marcelo's, you know, they have a good team, unproven quarterback. Then I had Costello's, new coach, new player. He needs to prove himself in the league.
Yeah.
100%, you got to prove yourself. Then at number 5, I had Roman Nova, the young squad. Jason Comazar needs to lead that squad. You know, I said that earlier. And then last, you know, I had the hub. Mm-hmm. You know, there's ain't too many players on there that, you know, there's only 3 players. You know, you had Shane. Barber, and then
Manzuela, Matt Mans.
my man Matt Mans.
Yeah.
But otherwise than that, there's a whole bunch of no-name players on there.
Yeah, Coach. Our rankings aren't too far off, so our 1 and 2 are flipped. So I have Baja 328 as the number 1 ranked team. We have rookie coaches Chico Lease and Forever Williams. Listen, I think they drafted just a solid all-around great team. They don't really have a weakness.
They got Kilner for a steal, bro.
Yeah, they were able to wait on Kilner for their last pick. That was the shock of the draft with Marcelo's. They picked Declan Costello as their quarterback with Kilner still on the board.
I told you guys, what a mistake.
That was mind-boggling to say the least. Not only that, but their offensive line is phenomenal. I mean, you got Lincoln, who's the best lineman in the league. Then they got a rookie. His name's Justin Warner. I played football with this kid. He's a big boy, and he knows how to block. Great pick. And with their keeper CP and forever at receiver with Kilner, this team's going to be a problem.
I think so, but, you know, like I said, until Kilner shows up, till I see him play with that squad,
Yep.
you know, I have him ranked up there at number 2 in my league.
So my number 2 is Pedigo. So defending champs, Coach Sheehy, he has a trend when he drafts, folks. He gets a lot of the same players. He goes for the same teams, but can you really rip him for it? He has 2 championships.
Yeah, but what they do in the beginning of the regular season last year, they sucked.
They did suck in the regular season. And you know what? I wrote them off very early in that season. I was told multiple times I never gave them a chance, which I didn't. This year I'm ranking you number 2. I'm giving you the time to shine.
You could give Jack a list like this, and he's going to cross out everybody that he doesn't want and still take the same players.
He's going to take the same players.
It's like 3 years in a row.
Yeah. He's always going to take the same players. But he adds like a couple of wrinkles here and there. He got Jose Vasquez. Great player. Yeah. I think he'll make a big impact on the team.
They did get Santino,
They got Santino. That's another big player that can make a big impact on the team. So they should be good. My number 3 team here's another flip between me and you. I have the Costellos. I think Ali on his first draft absolutely killed it. I feel like Finn to the Costellos, for me, was the biggest lock pre-draft. that I had coming. I just knew it was a fit that was going to happen. And along with that, they have Nick LePere, they have Louis Del Bianco, Jaya, a returnee, Joe DeCandia. Great player, very disrespected. He's going to have a good year too. I think the Costellos will gel.
We'll see. I don't know. We're going to see what happens, during week 1.
Yeah, no, we will. So then my fourth team is Marcelo's. So Marcelo's, I think roster-wise here, this is the best roster in the league. The reason why I had to rank them at number 4 is the quarterback question. It's Declan Costello there at quarterback. It's just, he's unproven. He was a quarterback once before and never even, he played what, 1 snap for you and fumbled?
Yeah, he fumbled.
He played 1 snap and fumbled at quarterback. So now he's leading a team. That's the piece here, folks. Can he actually lead a team? Time for us to see it. Maybe he can prove us wrong.
I had them at 3. They have a great
Their
roster.
team's amazing. I mean, they have the best keeper ever in Chase Green. They got the Hog. Their team is loaded. Danny Urbanic.
They got Corey Shields.
Yeah, Cody Shields. Their team is loaded. So they have the ability to do it if Declan could play decent at quarterback. My 5th, Romanova. So this is a young team. Very young team. With Jason Comazar leading the helmet quarterback. He's played quarterback before in the league, but he's never signed up to be quarterback. So this is going to be a lot on can he lead them. I think he can.
Listen, he did it for me. When Basin was injured. He's a proven quarterback in the league.
Yeah.
Jason's a proven player. He's a legend.
Yeah, he is. He's a legend, a first-round draft pick lock every single season, folks. So I do think that they can be a pretty good team. My last place team, and I hate to say it, this is last by a lot. I've always been a Barber fan in this podcast.
Not me.
I've always been a Barber fan, and I am still a Zach Barber fan. And they have Shane Green. Shane Green and Zach Barber, to start the draft, that should be the best team. The error...
Wait. They paid a haul for Shane Green,
They
bro.
did.
The Hub paid a haul for Shane Green. They gave up a 3rd, a 4th, a 5th, and a 6th round pick for Shane
Here's
Green.
how I know it went. So
What? No?
I don't know.
More?
You could be right.
But they gave up a lot.
I remember from the draft.
They didn't have no picks for a long time.
I remember from the draft. So they got Shane with the 2nd pick.
Yep.
They kept Barber.
Yep.
They didn't pick again until pick number 17. They got Matt Mans.
Yes, true.
Their pick after Matt Mans was in the 40s. It was in the 40s. And here's what I have to say about the Hub. Matt Mans, Shane Green, Zach Barber, amazing players. For the rest of your team, I might know 1 or 2 more of you on the team.
Oh, wait, they picked my son, Naeem Dika.
Oh, they have a Dika.
Could be a sleeper.
They have a Dika. That could be a sleeper. That's something to watch out for, folks. I don't know anybody on the Hub, so they can prove us wrong. They can definitely prove us wrong and be great because they have they're top heavy. Where their top heavy is the best top in the league, but I don't know with Coach Rich. Here's another error, guys. Zach Barber was not at the draft.
This is what happens when you let Rich pick a team.
This was Rich Rinaldi's full doing here, folks, which scares the life out of me for the team. However, Shane and Barber, a lot of good can still happen.
They can, but you guys need more manpower. These teams are stacked. These other teams are stacked. There's a lot of overall good teams. Those 3 players are phenomenal. Don't get me wrong, but can they do it against everybody else that's going to be well matched up against them?
Yeah, and they're going to plan them. But listen, we haven't seen Zach Barber not play quarterback in a long time in this league. It could be a problem.
It could be.
It could be a problem. He can single-handedly win games, folks.
He could. We'll see.
We'll see.
You might be tired from playing. Congrats to going away to the chip, Barber. But
Yeah,
your legs might be hurt though.
Beast, best in the country, Zach Barber.
Whoa, don't go too far.
He's up there.
He's good.
He's up there. But all right, folks. So that's our post-draft rankings here for the BFFL. Hope you like it. If you're unhappy with where we ranked you, suck it and prove us wrong. That's all I got to say, folks. So now we're going to go into a quick Coach Smo smoke break.
I gotta go smoke.
A new session of Around the Turf. We didn't have it. Coach Mo smoke break. Then we're going to break down the Week 1 games. So we'll be right back with this important message.
Pacha Barbershop in Beacon, New York is more than just a place to get a haircut. It's a hub of style, community, and unmasked craftsmanship. Known for its laid-back yet professional atmosphere, Pacha offers an experience that blends tradition with a modern flair. Talented barbers provide precision cuts, fresh fades, and classic shaves, ensuring every client walks out looking their best. Whether you're in need of a quick trim or a full makeover, the barbers at Pacha are dedicated to delivering top-notch service with a professional touch.
All right, guys. Welcome back, Coach Mo. How's your smoke?
Smoke is the best, like always. Thank you for letting me have my break. You know,
Of course.
The union, make sure I have my smoke
Yeah,
break.
of course. And I'll tell you what, we had some Romanova pizza dropped off here, folks. I had a pepperoni slice. Absolutely delicious.
I didn't have it. It was fucking pork.
Yeah, Mo doesn't eat pork, folks. Fun fact about Coach Mo, he'll smoke cigarettes, he'll drink, he'll smoke some pot. He will not eat pork.
No pork on my fork.
Yep, like he just said, folks. So, all right, let's break down our week 1 games, guys. So the way that it works for the league, so we have Thanksgiving break. We play our week 1. There's a lot of college kids in this league.
A lot of college kids.
A lot of people in school. So what we do is we take a couple weeks off after the opening day games and then play our next set of games. So week 1, right after the draft, so you can't put too much on these. But let's break it down. Game 1, we had Romanova versus the Hub. Me and Mo both had these guys ranked 5 and 6th respectfully. We had a 24-11 win by Romanova. Coach Mo, anything to say about that game?
The Romanova, Jason cooked as a quarterback. My man threw 4 touchdowns.
4 touchdowns week 1.
To the Young Bucks. He threw 4 touchdowns to the Young Bucks. He made the Hub look like they're little kids.
Wow, he bullied the Hub.
He bullied them.
Komazar at QB, guys. Off the rip, he had 271 passing yards and 4 passing touchdowns. Huge first game. The Hub was without Zach Barber, which must be noted because that's a big piece of their team. Was without Zach Barber, but it was a rout.
It was a rout. Shane did as much as he could do. You know, he did look a little rusty out there. You know, I was at the game. He was running around a lot. He didn't have no time. You know, even with Barber, I don't think he could have did too much more. You know, they probably would have scored like maybe 1 more touchdown.
Wow.
But, you know, they didn't look good at all, man.
That's scary. And Shane did throw like 3 picks, right?
He did throw 3 picks.
3 interceptions for Shane Green. Bad start. He had a season off. So it's like the rust. You know, this happens with other players. If you look at, like, say, the New York Jets, Aaron Rodgers. What happened with him with the season off?
Well, Shane, you need to go work. Put in some more work. Kid.
Yeah, Shane, hit the gym. You got a couple of weeks to work it out and to fix it. I think you have a shot to keep going hard. But that was our final there, folks.
I want to say Matt Mans did cook in that game. You know, when he was throwing to it, he was going to Matt Mans. Well, he really didn't have too much more help.
The line play was a little shaky.
Well, the line, they had the commish on the line. You know how much?
Oof.
What was he good at?
Yeah, he was supposed to be retired for a reason there, folks. Rich back on the O-line. That's not a good thing.
They had to borrow Jaya to be an O-lineman.
That's crazy. So they were short players. That's kind of what happens when you draft players you don't know, folks. That's something to note for all these coaches in this league. So let's look at Romanova's offense. So we had JQ, a great player last year, came on the scene. He had 4 receptions, 45 yards, and a touchdown. We had your son Anis with 6 receptions, 58 yards, and a touchdown. We had Stephen McDowell, a former Offensive Player of the Year, 6 receptions, 91 yards, and a touchdown. And then we have Quincy. We had 3 receptions, 54 yards, and a touchdown. So Komazar spread the ball out.
He definitely spread the ball out. He was looking, he's doing his checkdowns. You know, they have a lot of speedy kids on that team. You know, they're, like I said, they're young, they're fast. They might be a little problem.
And big shout out, defensive player, he should have been up there for defensive player of the week. Nick Lentini, 4 sacks.
That's right. Little man was getting around the commish like nothing.
Oh my God, he probably bullied the commish. He's he usually uses speed. He probably could have bulled him.
He did a bull rush on the commission and he put him on his ass. That was great.
Nick Lentini, shout out, bro. Shout out to Nick Lentini. Great guy. Great guy. So, all right, let's go to our second game, Mo. And you want to take over this one?
So the second game we had the Costellos versus Baja. And, the outcome was not too great. The Costellos won 35-7.
That's a rout, folks.
They got Baja. I had you guys ranked at 2.
I have you ranked at 1.
You guys, listen, They didn't have their quarterback.
No.
Your cousin, I don't know where the fuck he was.
I don't know, Kilner, bro. I'm sure you had some very important plans. Just make sure you're back for the season because Baja needs
Kilner,
ya.
if they're going to take you at QB, you have to be there for every game. It's not what you're supposed to do, bro.
So we actually had, in that game, we had Coach Forever, stepping up as a leader, folks. Stepping up as a leader, playing the quarterback position. This is not his primary position.
Well, he should have let somebody else try it because after the first couple, he tried his best, but Forever, stick to your wide receiver, bro.
He did have 208 yards passing, so I'll give him it. But it's a tough feat to ask your team to win without a quarterback. Not only that, they were missing their keeper, reigning MVP, CP Carter Peterson.
CP wasn't there either. I forgot about that. I think he had to go do something, but we'll get to that Mo's rants.
CP, we'll get to you on Mo's rants. How about that? But on the Costello side of the ball, Finn Costello came and showed that he has something to prove. He's actually playing for the name on his jersey, believe it or not, folks. He had 224 passing yards, 4 passing touchdowns, 0 picks.
His parents probably wanted the older brother to be on that jersey.
I don't know. I don't know about that.
No?
I think Bobby C has faith in the young buck Finn.
You know what? I told you, he's a proven quarterback.
Yeah.
He always makes it to the chip somehow.
He does. He knows how to play. And let's go through some of their stats here. So, Nick LePere, 5 receptions, 71 yards and a touchdown. Great game. Brian Conklin, 3 receptions, 42 yards and a touchdown. Louis Del Bianco, 3 receptions, 58 yards and a touchdown. And then Jaya, 2 receptions, 48 yards and a touchdown. Another 4-touchdown game in this league to 4 different people.
They're spreading it.
They spread the ball out, and there's talent. And the common factor in both of those games, it's 2 wins.
Shout out to Coach Ali. Much respect. First win in the league. Keep your thing going, bro.
Keep going. And Coach Mo, you actually helped officiate this game, correct?
For a little bit. Somebody had to go take a whiz, so I stepped in for
Nice.
a little.
Coach Mo as a ref, guys. You love to see it. There was one thing I heard. Brian Conklin caught an interception in this game.
No, it wasn't an interception.
He claims it was an interception. You robbed him of a great interception.
He can claim whatever he wants. The ball hit the ground, Brian. You were in the ground with the ball. I'm going to call it straight.
What Mo says goes, Brian.
You could cry all day. Come to me next game, cry. It's still going to be no-go.
Yep, Coach. What Coach Mo says goes, especially when he has the pinstripes on, folks. He does get a little power hungry with these pinstripes sometimes.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, all right. We'll zip our lips there.
All right, yeah,
all right.
You can talk about it. Nah.
Yeah, okay. No, we'll wait. All right. So then for our final game, this is our Sunday game, we had Marcelo's versus Pedigo. We had a 24-14 victory from Marcelo's here. Declan Costello won his debut game as quarterback.
Whoa, what?
Declan Costello, he won his debut game as quarterback.
No way.
He did. So if we're going to break down these stats here.
Well, I was there for a little bit. They're losing 7-3 at halftime.
So it was a very slow game, and Marcelo's offense was very stagnant at the start.
I watched that like 4 drives. He can throw the ball short. Don't get me wrong. He has the hog to throw to. He has a lot of good players that can throw the ball short. But once he goes deep,
it looks real ducky.
Those were
you
ducks.
thought Finn threw ducks. Wait till you see Declan throw a football, man. But they did get the win. Fun fact: only 2 guys have caught a ball on that team.
Well, yeah, because you can't throw deep.
So it's Chase Green and Tyler the Hog Haight. I mean, they're 2 great players, so why not feed them?
They are great. If you're a good coach, you can know how to strategize against that.
Yep. And then shout out. So this game too, I watched it they were having the live stream. Shout out to the live stream, BFFL. I've ranted about it before, you guys not doing live streams. Keep doing it. Players like to watch it. The comment section goes crazy. Forever Williams might be the best recorder of the live stream I've ever seen. He was so good in it.
I agree. Forever, you can give up the quarterback and go to live stream only, bro.
Live stream, and then once you play on Baja, you guys are going to be a problem. I'll tell you that. And then, so the beginning of this game, Pedigo looked like they were going to really start to beat the brakes off them. One guy kept Marcelo's in the game in the early impact, and it was Danny Urbanik on defense. He caught 2 interceptions and kept them in that game for them to be able to come back and get the win.
Shout out to Danny, because they have a lot of good receivers on Pedigo.
Yeah, they do. And speaking of Pedigo, in the loss, Kyle Perucci, 412 yards passing, folks.
How do you throw for 412 and lose?
I know, it's crazy. You know, it happens. You know, Josh Allen just had a Superman game, 6 total touchdowns and a loss. It happens.
But still, 412 in a flag football game?
And
you still
that's
lose?
some crazy stat line right there. So we had Joey Valero had 116 yards and a touchdown. Sick touchdown catch he had, by the way. I thought I was going to be picked. Sick touchdown catch. Jose, their third-round pick, had 13 receptions for 166 yards.
Whoa, I
13
wish I had him in
and a
fantasy
touchdown.
football.
Yes, however, he did have a costly fumble in that game, which I'm sure he wants back. It was recovered by Chase Green and ran back for a touchdown, which really changed that whole game.
I don't know. If I was there, it was probably been an incomplete pass.
Yeah. No, I get it. But great games to start the week, folks. We had some great matchups. It's early, so I'm not going to put too much judgment on the results. We had some teams without players showing up, so that's going to change as well. I'm excited to see what happens. Now, I'm going to bring this back up. There's a thing in our league. It's the 1 seed curse.
Oh, yeah.
The 1 seed never, ever wins the championship.
Never.
So that's something to watch out for, too. If the curse can be broken, and watch out who this 1 seed is to see if they're going to choke again.
Well, we'll see. Let's see if it's proven.
Yeah. So, all right, after that, let's just go back into our rankings. Do you have any changes you want to make, Coach Mo, after watching the games?
I have plenty of changes to make.
Okay.
At number 1, I have the Costellos.
Okay, they're jumping to the 1 spot.
They jumped to the 1 spot. They proved themselves this week, putting up all those points. Finn looked pretty good. You know, I hate giving the kid credit, but he did. He looked good. And number 2, I have to put Deck and the Marcellos. You know, Deck, they scored, they won.
Yeah.
They got the hog, they got Chase. You know, they keep on feeding them the ball. You might make something happen.
Yeah.
And then number 3, I got to go to the young guns, Romanova.
Good game. Had a good start.
Comazar had a good start, feeding the ball well, spreading the wealth, doing good. Number 4, it's Pedigo. You know, it was a loss, but they put it, 412 yards.
Yeah. Perucci still got it.
But with an L.
Yeah, with an L.
And then at number 5, I got Baja. You know, I know they didn't have their quarterback, but for now, you guys are going to be ranked number 5. You guys did not look good at all. I was at that game forever. You know, I know you tried to do your best, but give it up. And number 6, the worst team in the league.
It's the Hub.
It's the Hub. I hate to say it, the Hub.
I know.
You know, giving up a haul for Shane.
Yeah.
And it didn't pan out for them, obviously, right now. We'll see what Barber comes back next week.
Yeah.
But the Hub, you guys are last.
Yeah. So for me, for my rankings, I'm actually not going to change up too much because, like I said, I'm not going to put too much impact in week 1. The one flip I'm going to do, Baja, they're still number 1. I'm not putting much on that game. They had forever playing quarterback who's one of their best weapons. They didn't have CP. They didn't have their quarterback. I'm not putting too much on their game. Their offensive line was phenomenal. It was phenomenal, and that's a huge piece of flag football.
It's huge.
Huge piece. So I'm keeping them at 1. The flip I'm going to make, the Costellos, you jumped to number 2 for me. You looked really good as a team. You started gelling immediately. You jumped to number 2 for me. I think it's well-deserved. Finn's a veteran in this league, and he knows what he's doing. So I think their team won't have that many problems and not that many learning curves. The rest of mine is still the same, except Pedigo now is number 3, and I think they'll be fine. Last year when they won the chip, they weren't the best in the regular season. I think they'll be fine, but I'm going to give the Costellos a bump over them. Marcellos, you're still number 4. I still have a lot I want to see from you. Still a lot I want to see. I want to see other people touch the ball. I want to see Declan under a full season before I start giving him some credit here. It's 1 game.
I'm just going off of game rankings.
Yeah.
And, that's the way I'm going to do it every week. If you win,
If
you win,
it's
you're going to
fair.
move up.
No, it's fair. Romanova,
if you lose, you're going down.
Romanova looked really good. Romanova looked really good, and they could definitely jump up in these rankings.
Yeah, they definitely will. Like
And the Hub is not moving yet.
The Hub is good.
Wait for Barber, but they're not moving yet.
Listen, I predict the Hub probably go up to 4, maybe max in the rankings, if that. You know, right now, they didn't show me nothing.
They didn't show much. I mean, I'm interested to see how many guys show up for their team every week because they already had a sub. They already had to have a sub play week 1.
Yep.
It could be just a situation everybody was busy, but I don't know. When you don't know a lot of names on the team, it's a little bit sketchy.
That's what happens when you let Rich draft the team.
Yeah, that's exactly what happens there, folks. But all right, there goes our games and our rankings there, folks. Coach Mo, we're gonna do our new segment that we started last week, the Coach Mo rant. Coach Mo, you got anything you want to say about?
Get ready, Coach Mo rant. First of all, I love that the BFFL is playing on a turf field, but we were playing on a soccer field with no field goals. They have 2 little black posts that you're supposed to kick a field goal with. How are you supposed to know where to aim the ball? You don't know if it's going to be in or out. It's a fake turf field. A fake football field. What the hell is that?
I don't know, Coach Mo. I don't know, yeah.
Find a real field, man.
This is something for the league to have to look into.
I know they want to play on turf and everything, but if you're going to kick field goals, at least put up some fake field posts.
Yeah, no, I get that. That makes sense. You got it. Maybe we could buy some field goal posts or something.
Well, you know what? They're charging people $75 to play, and they can use that money there.
They could. They could definitely use that money for a field goal post, Coach
Yeah.
Mo. I agree with you there. You could get little cheap blow-up ones. There's definitely something you could find. Get the field goals right.
Go to 5 and below, man. They probably have something there.
They probably do. Anything else you want to rant about, Coach Mo?
I'm ranting about players not showing up, and you have a game.
Yeah, Coach, you said you're going to call people out.
I'm going to call people out. Your cousin didn't show up. I don't know what you had
Kellner.
going on, but if you have a game, show up to your games.
Especially
This
at
is why
quarterback.
If you want to play for the league, show up to the games. Just always an issue when you're coaching everybody. You need to show up.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not going to show up, stay home. Don't put your name on the list. Number 2, Carter. Who goes Christmas tree shopping during the flag game?
Coach Mo, this is actually an every year thing.
It is an
He
every year
misses
thing.
a game every single season to get his Christmas tree.
And then they still make him MVP when he misses games. To go
yeah,
Christmas
he
tree
skips
shopping.
games for Christmas trees, yet still gets the awards. I wonder if the committee has something to do with that. folks.
Don't get me started on the committee. Oh my God, the committee, they always want to do something for themselves and themselves only.
Yep. For sure.
Those are my 2 rants for this week. I'll have more going into next week when I start seeing more film, more games. But you know what, players, show up to your games. If not, I'm going to call you out every week if you're not there.
As you should. Anything to say about Barber not showing up?
Well, listen, he has an excuse. He played in
He
the
plays
champion-
real football.
He played real football. He had a championship game. If he was out drinking the night before, then I'm going to rant on his ass. But
Oh, I have something else I want to bring up.
Oh.
Pedigo has an offensive coordinator surprise. Former coach Ryan McKeon is back into this league. He is back in the league as an assistant here, folks. He put in his retirement, but he wants to come back and help another team win a chip. I'm interested to see. Him and Sheehy were always rivals. Let's see if they could gel together. 2 minds is sometimes greater than 1.
I don't think so. Ryan, if you're going to retire, stay retired, bro. If not, you should have kept the team. Or you could have became the media with me. We could have kicked out this guy. Oh, shit. Sorry, bro.
I have no further comment about that, folks. All right, so I guess we're on the episode. So, guys, the BFFL now has an official website. It is the BeaconFlagFootballLeague.com. Everybody go check it out. They have stats on there, merchandise. They're selling hoodies, hats, shirts. It's all great. Me and Mo are getting ourselves some for sure.
Go get the merch.
Get the merch. Check out the stats. Check out the page. They put a lot of hard work into it. It looks great.
That looks great. I love it. I can't wait to get my merch.
I can't wait for
We're
the
gonna rock
merch.
it all the time.
We'll be rocking some BFFL merch this year, folks. And that's it. That's our episode. So I'm Nick. This is Coach Mo. This is episode 3 of Around the Turf. It was a pleasure talking to you guys again. Tune in to our next episode after the next round of games. Be at the games next week. Show up, like Coach Mo said. And if you're not there, suck it. Mo, pleasure.
Pleasure.